Welcome back to Yankee Hot Stove. We're all looking forward to the World Baseball Classic. 20 teams in the tournament. 4 pools of 5 teams in group play starting March 5th. Championship game is March 17th, and that's in Miami. Japan's a 3-time WBC champion, and that's the most by any country. Now, Team Italy has very Yankee flavor to it. The manager is Francisco Cervelli, and one of his coaches is Jorge Posada. So it has a real 2009 feel to it, Yankee championship, and they're both nice enough to join us now on Hot Stove. Francisco, Jorge, thank you for coming on. How you guys doing?
Doing great.
You're very good.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Francisco, we start with you. How much does this mean to you to lead this team?
Well, this is great. I've been doing it for a year. There is a lot of passion in Italian baseball. It means a lot. It's a big challenge, but also it's a fun tournament. I played twice, and I'm looking forward to doing my 3rd one as a manager.
Jorge, Michael talked to Francisco about being a leader. You were a leader throughout your career. What are the most important things you think you can add to help Italy and help Francisco as you guys try and win every game you play?
Well, you know, I'm super happy that Cervelli asked me to come on board. I think we have a very good team. You know, we got to take it day by day. Obviously, we need to be prepared. And looking forward to, you know, having a little word there in the clubhouse and make these guys push themselves a little bit.
You know, it's funny, Jorge, I'll double up on that. So many people that call into my radio show say, why isn't Jorge Posada managing in the big leagues? Now, you're a tough guy because you demand excellence. You are a leader in that Yankee clubhouse as well. How do you think you'll handle younger players now that are not used to having the whip crap?
I'm glad I'm not the manager of the Italian team. That's why Cervelli is going to be on board. He has a little bit more patience than me. So I can run things by him. But you know what? At the end of the day, guys want the truth. And, you know, when you tell them the truth and you not confront them, but when you approach them, they want to be, you know, these are grown men. So I'm looking forward to, you know, to try to help out and see if I can get in somebody's ear and make them a better player.
Francisco, you played for Joe Girardi, Clint Hurdle, Brian Snitker, and Don Mattingly. I was wondering if you could share some of the wisdom, some of the advice, some of their managerial style that you are going to take and move forward in your own managerial style.
Well, everyone was different. They teach me amazing things. Joe was passionate, was always on fire. Clint was like a big communicator. It was a guy that, you know, give you the message in the office. In Atlanta, my time in Atlanta, it's one of the best manager. It's quiet, it's relaxed, amazing guy. And Mattingly is a baseball man. It's just easy. And then, you know, one thing that when I got the manager job last year, Clint Hurdle texted me and say, this is the time for not second guessing. So no, you got to make decisions quick. And you know, as a player or as a fan, you criticize the manager a lot. But as soon as you get this job, it's not easy. It's not easy. You got to make decisions quick. And even if it's wrong, you got to move forward with that.
Jorge, same question to you. Showalter, Torrey, Girardi, what do you take from all of them, and what's the best part of each one that you could bring together to be that sort of leader?
You know, all of them were great communicators, and, you know, you want to be able to communicate and express how you want things to be run. So you try to, you know, do a little bit of you know, being their brother, being their communicator, being there for them. Obviously, we are going to be a family. So this is a family and a group that we need to stay together for a little bit here.
So we are talking to 2 catchers here right now, which means that you guys know how to develop a game plan. On March 10th, you will play Team USA. They have a player by the name of Aaron Judge who will be in that lineup. I don't have to tell you guys who else is in that lineup. How do you plan to have your pitchers attacking the U.S. lineup? I'll let either one of you decide who wants to answer that first.
The manager just got.
Well, first of all, I never heard Aaron Judge in my life, so it's gonna be a surprise. No, it's a tough thing, but it's a short tournament. Anything can happen. We got great players, and we got people who's able to execute very well. We understand the tournament is early in the year, and it's every 4 years. Some players are not ready yet. They need more time, and some players, they are. The routine changed a little bit. So, I hope Aaron show up to the tournament not ready in the first round. So, we can throw fastballs right in the middle.
Now, Francisco, obviously it's important for you to have Jorge as part of your staff. Why? Why did you look to him, and why did you ask him to be part of this?
Because he was one of my mentors. He was tough with me. He was really good with me. He made me earn it. And the information he used to give me was just short, with respect and to help me. It's one of the guys that I follow, the way he trained, the discipline. Always want to win. When you grew up in the all Yankee system, the message since day one, even in Dominican Summer League, was win, win, win. It's not about the name in the back. It's about the logo. And I like the way Jorge preached baseball. I think guys need, like he said, the truth. We don't have that much time to coach those guys because it's only 4 games for spring training, 2 games in 4 days, and then we go to Houston. So it's not that much time to coach, but Jorge always have something, information that they can help these young guys to be better in the future.
Jorge, Francisco talked about growing up in the Yankee system, and obviously you grew up in the Yankee system with some other very special players. When you do play the United States, the pitching coach for the United States is someone that you're very familiar with, Andy Pettitte. I know Andy departed and went to Houston for a few years, but how weird do you think it's going to be wearing opposite uniforms from Andy Pettitte?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a little bit weird, obviously, seeing Andy on the other side. But at the end of the day, the guys got to go out there and play, got to perform, and we are looking forward to seeing, all the, the good teams, and it's going to be a tough pool because we have USA, we have Mexico in the pool, but I think we have a good team to move forward.
Now, Jorge, you would be disappointed in me if I didn't stir it up a little bit. So here's how this works. Each of these guys are on separate Zooms, and Francisco was on first, and we were waiting for Jorge. And so I said to Francisco, Jorge's a little late. And you know what Francisco said, Jorge? Give him a break. He's really old. Well,
I had a little issue with the Zoom getting on board here, but yeah, I am a little bit older.
Now, do either of you guys have aspirations to be managers in the big leagues?
I think Cervelli's got, like I said before, he's got more patience. I don't think I can do it, Michael. I love being at home, and I love my time. Being on a clubhouse, 24/7 again, it's just going to be a lot for me. I will say I'm never going to say never, but it's a tough job.
Yeah, and for me, I don't know. I live day by day. I'm preparing myself. I'm learning about this job, but also learning about people, how to communicate better every day, to handle different kind of cultures. It takes time to get to know each player and get in their head and get them to trust you. I don't know the future, but what I'm doing now is preparing myself. I don't. If that happens, I don't want to show up and then be like, okay, what I have to do now.
Francisco, I've got one more for you. Every March, we talk about March Madness with college basketball, and everyone gets so excited when there's an underdog that has an upset. There's a 13th seeded team that wins a game that team wasn't supposed to win. So Italy would be described as an underdog in this bracket. How likely, how probable is it that you think you guys can pull some upsets?
We can make it happen. There is a lot of good players, especially pitching. I don't know what's going to happen. The message for my guys is I want to win. I want to win. But also, I want to put the eyes of in baseball to another country, in a different country. Right now, it's just 5 teams. I want to put Italy in the map, not only in soccer, or pasta or pizza, but baseball as well, because I've been working in Italy. Last year I was there for almost 6 months, and then I learned about those players. We got a lot of good players, and then this is a movement. This is a movement that is just starting, and we want to create a big impact. So the guys in Italy, they get more hope, and then anxious to play more baseball and learn about this sport.
Francisco, we're here at the Yes Network studios, and all over the offices there are pictures of past Yankee great moments. And there's one that always makes me smile, where the Yankees are celebrating the 2009 World Championship, and you've got the biggest smile on your face. You just look overjoyed. Do you think winning this as a manager would live up to that sort of emotion?
You know, I learned through my career that you have to celebrate every moment to learn. It's a learning process to celebrate the big ones. The World Series 2009 was something that I never forget. It was a long time ago, but it's in my head, it's in my heart, because you work so hard the full year, and to get to that point in November, it was incredible. This one, I close my eyes and I always picture myself doing the same thing in the mound. A lot of people can say I'm crazy. I really don't care what anyone thinks. I just believe in my guys, and then that's the mission.
One final thing from me, Jorge. I've known you since you were a kid when you came up with the Yankees. I thought I knew you very well. I never knew that you were Italian. I mean, when did this happen? Why was I not told?
I eat a lot of pizza, a lot of pasta. You know what? Cervelli approached me. I've never been approached, and this is, something that I hope it happens soon, by the team of Puerto Rico. And so, I'm very proud to be helping Francisco and the Italian team.
It's so great talking with both of you guys. Francisco, Jorge, good luck. Hope you guys have a great time in the WBC, and I hope you come out victorious and you can celebrate together again, just like it's 2009.
That would be great.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
All right. Thanks, guys.